What's going on, everybody? Doc from Average Gamer Guys back yet again. More Destiny 2 action, and as always, we've got week 5 for Xur, so we're going to hop over to Nessus. That is where the flashpoint is, which that means that's where Xur is, and they put him in the same location. Come on, Bungie, at least move him around, let the guy see a little bit. So we're going to hop over here, we're going to take a look. We'll go see what equipment Xur has for the week, just to give you a preview if you haven't had a chance to go out and take a look. So while we do that, again, appreciate all the support to the channel as of late with all these different videos. Hopefully these are all helpful for you, the guides and everything that we've got up. Really enjoying making them and really enjoying talking with some of you in the comments. So if it was helpful, or if you have any thoughts on Xur's equipment, please let me know. Definitely initial impressions for this week is not very good, to be honest with you. We've had 2 pretty decent weeks the last 2 weeks, so I was happy with that. I was kind of hoping that trend was going to continue, but as we hop over here and actually take a look at this equipment, I think a lot of you will probably feel the same for this week, as a little bit of a spoiler. So if you are new to the channel, public service announcement, please make sure to do subscribe. Hit that little bell button. That'll give you notifications whenever we do upload. We've been pretty consistent with daily videos, whether it's Destiny, Halo Wars 2, or Rocket League. And that's my dog in the background. Sorry about that. So just please make sure to hit that. And like I said, just thanks for spending a few minutes of your day and checking this video out. Again, it all helps the channel, and we really do appreciate all the support. So we'll hop on the speeder. We'll get over here. If you're familiar for when he was at, I think this was the first week actually he was on Nessus. So we'll hop over here, we'll jump up in this tree, and we'll take a look. Like I said, not super impressed with this week. It might be because I have some of the equipment already, but also I really base this on just obviously the abilities that this exotic equipment comes with. And this week I'm not a big fan of most of this. I'm also really not a fan of this weapon. So the first weapon, or the only weapon that we get for the week, is going to be the Fighting Lion. If you guys are not familiar, it's a grenade launcher, and it looks awesome. It looks really, really cool. Comes with a kinetic weapon mod on it, so that's always good to have. It has delayed gratification, which again allows grenade projectiles are going to bounce off surfaces. You can hold it to fire and then release to detonate, so that is kind of cool. You get counter mass, which is going to greatly control recoil, stability, increase stability, and increase handling speed, which is a very good weapon perk there. So a decent setup for this, but again, it's a grenade launcher, so that's probably why I'm going to shy away from it. You have implosion rounds, which are going to allow the weapon's projectiles to travel faster and have controlled explosion, increasing their speed, increasing their stability. You have Thin the Herd. This is actually a pretty interesting trait. Direct hits with this weapon are going to do more damage to shielded enemies, which is really good. Rapid kills against grenade damaged enemies are going to refill the magazine. And then finally we have Short Action Stock, which is going to greatly increase handling speed. Now, interestingly enough, the only positive, well, there's a few positives to this weapon, but one of the bigger positives is it actually goes into your energy weapon slot. It is not a power weapon, so that's kind of interesting. You have the capability to have a kinetic weapon, energy weapon, that's a grenade launcher, and a power weapon, which could also be a grenade launcher. So kind of interesting, a lot faster to swap through, so just kind of keep that in mind. So for the Hunter here, we have the Knucklehead Radar, which has increased resiliency, health recovery, and the trait on this one, if you guys didn't see, actually allows the minimap to stay up here when you're provides the radar while you're aiming. So this piece of equipment, pretty good. I do like the capability. You can get a pretty balanced piece of equipment. If you've watched any of the other reviews, you know I'm all about balancing the equipment out. The fact that you can keep radar up while aiming, super awesome, especially for scout rifle users or auto rifle users. The one drawback for the equipment is I hate the way it looks. So that's probably, in my opinion, going to be one of the better pieces of equipment that we'll be able to get for this week, just because that ability is going to be universal and it's going to be really, really good. So we do get the Peacekeeper leg armor here, which has mecha holster, allowing for stowed submachine guns to reload them and allow you to ready them instantly, which is pretty neat. You also do get the recovery +5 mod on there as well, which, as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of. Huge fan of the base mods that just increase either mobility, resiliency, or recovery. And then you have the chance to swap between mobility, and health recovery. So you can, again, have a very balanced, really a very balanced piece of equipment here. They do look pretty cool. I'll be honest, I kind of like the style of these. Not the biggest fan of the blue, but we have plenty of shaders to take care of that. The ability is meh, so-so, unless you're a pretty heavy submachine gun user. I personally am not, although in my secondary or in my energy weapon slot, pretty typically do have one, depending on what character I'm playing with. So a good, pretty decent universal ability, to be honest with you. So not too sad about getting those. Just a decent overall piece of equipment, I guess. And then Wings of Sacred Dawn for the Warlock. I think most of you are probably pretty familiar with this. I feel like you've seen this one a lot, and I feel like this is a pretty consistent drop. Sadly, you do get the Power Bracket mod, which increases weapon handling for your power weapon. Not the huge fan of that. You do get Tome of Dawn. When Dawnblade is equipped, aiming weapons while in midair is going to suspend you there for a short period, and then if you get precision hits, it's actually going to extend that hover. So pretty cool. Another ability that, and I do see a lot of people using this equipment, this chest piece. It does look really cool, I will say that. I do like the look of it. You do have the ability here to increase mobility or shift over and increase health recovery. So another pretty balanced piece of equipment. You get some pretty good mobility, some pretty good recovery. Generally a decent, I would say, somewhat universal trait, although you do have to have Dawnblade equipped. So it's kind of specific for that super. If you're not a fan of using the super, or you know, that's not the super class that you want to use, you're really not going to get too much benefit out of that. Dawnblade does seem to be one of the more popular ones, but definitely the Warlock has some decent ones all the way around. So again, initial impressions this week, some decent stuff. Again, not a huge fan of the Fighting Lion grenade launcher, although again, it does come into the energy weapon slot. I'm going to pick up the two pieces of equipment that I don't already have. And like I said, some decent universal abilities. Probably the Knucklehead is the best, although, like I said, I hate the way it looks. But a great ability for the radar. And then the Peacekeeper legs, generally not too bad. Again, if you're a submachine gun user, really beneficial for you. So that's what we've got. Week 5 for Xur, back on Nessus. Just a quick look at what the equipment is available, some of the different traits of it, and just some of my opinions on it. So again, hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you're going to be able to get out. You've got till from now until the end of the weekend to go and pick this stuff up. And hopefully you guys get some good usable gear out of it. And let me know. Let me know if there's something from the 4 pieces of gear that we have available that you really do enjoy. I've been Doc with Average Gamer Guys. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.